Hi everyone, welcome back to the Chile. Today I want to tell you about some scams in Chile that you should not fall for. So first things first, of course, in Chile exist regular phone scammers. The ones that are like calling, pretending to be a bank or your health insurance, trying to get your personal information or some information about your banking details, your credit card number, and so on. In this case, I would suggest you always hang up the phone, or you say, "Oh, thank you for informing me, for example, that my bank account is in danger. I will now call my manager." So you hang up and you call your bank. Because if you remember, nobody will ever ask you for any personal information, for any banking information on the phone. So just to be sure, every single time something like this happens, you hang up. You can say, "Sorry, I don't speak Spanish," or you just call back to your bank. The second scheme that is also very popular here is somebody's calling you and saying that your relative or your good friend is in trouble and you need to pay some money. For example, they can call you, they can say that this is your child, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, mom, I got into a car accident and they're not gonna let me go if I will not pay this amount of money, so there's gonna be like a man coming to this address, give him the money." Don't fall for it. Ask for some information from this person that only you and that person will know. Most probably, the scammers, they will not know the information you're asking for. Or just, hang up, call back to your relatives or friend's phone and find out what's happening. Next one, of course, we do have a lot of pyramid schemes. You will see a lot of people online or even on the streets asking you to buy some stuff and like earn all this easy money. Earning money is almost never easy, so don't fall for it. Then you will have a lot of people on the street that offer you to play some money games. For example, they will tell you, "Okay, you need to make a bet for this amount of money and we will double it if you find where is the Queen of Hearts," or something like that. And they will start mixing. Do not participate in these kind of games ever. Most people in the audience are the people behind this scheme. So even if you are so lucky and you will win, they will never let you go with that money. So do not participate in it, don't bet anything. No easy money on the street, okay? Next one that is also very popular here is connected to the mothers, the working mothers usually. It's when you have 6 months after you give birth to your child, and after that you need to go back to work. So some of the mothers, they don't feel like they're ready to go to work, and they do want to buy the papers from the professional, from the doctor, saying that they cannot come back to work just yet for this or that reason. So they pay some money for it. And there are a lot of people now that make money off of it, pretending that they have these kind of papers from the doctors that are official. They get the money from these mothers and they're never heard of again. Another thing that is also happening online, that people are being offered some fake credit, whether it's from the bank, from the store, from some person, they are being offered credit. Like they say, "Oh, you have the pre-approved credit for this amount and very low percentage." Do not fall for it. They will most probably ask you that you need to pay some amount to prove that you are capable of paying off this credit, and they will never come back to you with the money they promised or with the credit they offered. And of course, you have a very popular scam is when you buy or sell something online. Like I have already mentioned before in my videos, Facebook is extremely popular in Chile. So no wonder that Facebook Marketplace is also very popular. The scheme works double way. Somebody might be saying that they are selling something and they are ready to deliver it to your address for additional price of delivery, but you need to pay first for the product. So you pay for the product, you pay for the delivery, and the product never comes. One kind of scheme. The other one is from a different point of view. Somebody will say that, okay, I'm paying for this to be delivered, and they send you the screenshot that is completely fake, proving their payment to you. And like some people, they won't even go to their account to check if they have this money there. They will not see if they received the email from the bank, nothing. They will just see, oh, there's a screenshot, yeah, okay, done. And they will send the product that they were never paid for. Or they will tell you, okay, so you're selling this, perfect, I want to buy it. I will send an Uber to you, to your address. I will pay for the Uber, I will send it there, and when you show the package to the Uber driver, I will transfer you the money. And then starts all kind of things that they never transfer it, and the Uber driver is not really an Uber driver, and they start like hurrying you up, like, oh no, but I need to go. Yeah, they send you, give me the stuff. Another type of scam. Usually this one is gonna happen with something big that you're selling. For example, I was not scammed, but people like tried to scam me when I was selling my camera. I didn't need my camera anymore, I changed it for GoPro, so I was selling it online, and they were like, okay, send me like the bank details, and then they completely fake the email from Mercado Libre. This is like another platform where you can sell things, that you sold this product. But the thing is that, first of all, if I went to the application, I never got a notification of the sale there. And the second, the data that I gave them had a different email than the email that I'm using in Mercado Libre. And they send me this notification to the email that I gave them, obviously, because they don't know another one. So, it was a very smart move from their part, because usually Mercado Libre is a very secure platform where you sell or buy something. But yeah, I'm always checking these kind of things. So I suggest you do the same when you buy or sell something online in Chile. And a fun fact, while I'm talking about all these online purchases, the fun fact is that about 58% of all the scams in Chile are online. So how they say, don't trust anything you see online. Well, yeah, check, recheck. And finishing this video, I want to say, I guess it's the biggest scheme that I have seen so far, that is not targeted to Chilean people, but that is targeted to the foreigners, is all this kind of advertisement. Especially I have seen them for like Russians, Ukrainians, given birth in Chile to obtain citizenship. I think it is the biggest scheme of this time, for real, because a lot of people, especially from the not such successful countries, let's say it like that, when they're about to have a baby, they might be thinking, oh, I can go to Canada, to USA to give birth. But then they look at the prices, oops, too expensive. Let's see what other passports are good for our child. Okay, like Chilean passport, it's super good. If you have a Chilean passport, it allows you to go without visa to about 100 countries. So yeah, it's pretty valuable, especially if you're coming from Russia, Russian passport, especially right now, you can just burn it. It's better without it than with it. So yeah, they start thinking to go to Chile to give birth, to obtain citizenship. And there are a lot of companies that offer them these kind of services. And they say that you can come as a tourist to Chile, give birth, and you will get a passport for the whole family, meaning the baby and the parents. And why am I saying that this is a scheme? Because every single part of it is so untrue. First of all, since last year, if you're coming to Chile as a tourist, you don't have any visa, you're coming here as a tourist, your child will not get a Chilean passport. You need to have some kind of a visa for a longer period of time than the touristic visa to obtain this passport for your baby being born in Chile. Secondly, parents have no right to Chilean passport if they give birth in Chile. And a lot of people, for some reason, they expect that, oh, I will come to Chile, I will give birth, and I will get a Chilean passport. Like, it doesn't work this way. I don't think it works this way in any country of the world. But these companies, yeah, they do advertise it like that, and it's completely untrue, and you will have to wait for many, many years, going through all the document processes, all the stages of your visas to get your citizenship, and you have to live obviously in the country. So yeah, I do believe this is like the biggest scheme so far, because they go for very vulnerable people, you know, parents, new parents, pregnant women. They take a lot of money for it, and like, you will not get a passport. I'm sorry, it's just like, no, the biggest scheme so far, for real. So these were the most popular schemes in Chile. If you have met some of these schemes, if you have been scammed, please write me in the comments. If you know some more scammers, types of scammers or schemes, definitely write me in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.